it really, really affected me for so many years. Sorry. And I had the whole pizza. I then threw that pizza up. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all okay, happy, healthy, safe, wherever you are in the world. Today's video is scary for me. It's raw, it's not going to be really edited. I'm just going to go for it and I'm just going to talk. I mean, I have my storyboard because I do storyboards for my YouTube videos, so I plan what I'm talking about, and I feel like this isn't something that I can plan too well. I just realised my hair completely blends in to my seat. So today's video is all about my weight gain journey and my body transformation, and this is part of the glute series because I wanted to include it because it is about building muscle and how I built my glutes. So let's just take you back to 4 or 5 years ago. A lot of you guys already know I was a full-time competitive swimmer whilst at high school and doing my A-levels, so I trained 9 times a week. I swam for England, I swam internationally, I swam all over the world. I went to British champs, Olympic trials and all these things, and I was a swimmer and I absolutely loved it, and I did it from when I was 10 till 18. When I was a swimmer, I was really tiny. In terms of I've always been pretty muscly. I've always had a mesomorph kind of physique, and I've always looked quite lean. And when we swam, I need my storyboard. I don't want to go too much off track. Yeah, when we swam, in terms of weight and nutrition and things like that, we were weighed pretty much before and after every session, especially on swim camps when we thought we were going to get dehydrated. Weighed before and after every session. We had our skin folds done, so our body fat measured with calipers. I think it was every 3 weeks. And my skin folds, I remember this one, like I said, I was always pretty lean. And the girls' skin folds were supposed to be the same as their weight in kilograms. At the time, I think I was around 56 or 57 kilograms. I think I'm 65 now. I'm not 100% sure, I don't weigh myself. Well, I haven't for a while. And my skin folds at the time were 28. So they were kind of what the guys were after. The guys were half their body weight. And I didn't really think anything of it. I just thought I was lean and I knew I was tiny and pretty underweight and stuff. I always had energy though, and I was eating when I swam. I went through a period of if I had a brownie or a cake or something at college, I'd skip my next meal. So I think that's when the psychological effect of food started happening with me, where I thought there was bad food and good food, and I couldn't eat in certain ways. And when we swam, everything was so penalised. Everything was watched and it was judged. I remember on swim camps, we'd have the coaches and nutritionists over our shoulders, if you used to get one chip on your plate. And it as a young athlete, it happens where you do develop a bad relationship with food, and I've spoken to so many people about this, and this is why I wanted to do a video on it as well, to talk about it more. So the skin folds thing, and I remember it was at Olympic trials, we were having our skin folds done. I don't know why we did them at such a high-end competition, imagine the stress. And we did it in front of everyone. I know at the time it didn't really bother me, it was just I'll get your skin folds done. It was so normal. I look back at now, I'm you should not have to get your skin folds done that often and weigh yourself every single day and create an average. And with these skin folds, I remember we got it done in front of everyone, and one girl in particular, because he said them out loud, what my scores were, and she went, "Oh, Lucy, you're so anorexic, oh my god." And I was oh yeah, and I'm not, I'm just lean. I left that room pretty much straight away and just burst into tears, because it affected me so much that somebody had called me anorexic in front of a group of people. I wasn't anorexic, but yes, I was underweight. So that was kind of swimming and how it kind of psychologically affected me in terms of food. I then quit swimming when I was 18 and I went straight to uni. So I quit swimming, I left home, I went to university, and it was all a massive bubble, and you leave the swimming bubble and it's quite intense. In my first year of uni, I developed an eating disorder. Again, this is the first time I'm actually opening up about it, because it really, really affected me for so many years. Sorry. Fine. So first year of uni, obviously with swimming, it's really intense. Like, you train 9 times a week, so I felt a little bit lost in terms of how am I supposed to train, what am I supposed to do. Sorry, I've lost my trail of thought. So first year of uni was quite stressful. There was a few things that happened to me. I just wasn't in like a comfortable place with like my fitness, coming from someone who was so fit and healthy to kind of not really know what they were doing. Like, I was doing so much fasted cardio, I was doing so much cardio. I was a cardio bunny. I wanted a thigh gap. I wanted to be super skinny. I think from the swimming days, because people always said to me like, oh, you're so skinny, you're anorexic, it kind of stuck with me. But I was also weight training, so I was training twice a day. Fasted cardio in the morning and weights at night. You do not need to do that, by the way. I was kind of eating normal, and then something triggered in me, and it was October in first year, where I had a pizza, and I had the whole pizza. I then threw that pizza up. I kind of as well was just like, oh, it's just one of them. Like, I felt so ill when I had this like Domino's. But then this then continued for a couple of weeks and a couple of months, and it got worse to the stage where I was like, I can eat whatever I want because I know I can stick it up. I was bulimic, and it was really fucking hard because I was so into fitness still. I was like, loved it, but kind of like obsessed, but absolutely loved it. Like, loved training, loved running, I loved weightlifting, I was getting strong, and I was bulimic. And I remember one of my friends said to me, she pulled me aside and she was like, I know you train a lot, but you look really, really skinny. I was like, no, I was like, that's what you do, you throw it off, you back the comments off. I was like, no, I don't. Like, I'm just training hard. Like, I'm training a lot, I'm training hard. She was one of my best friends, and she continued to say to me, look, like, something's not quite right. And I told her. She really helped me. There was 2 or 3 people at uni who knew, who really helped me, like my 2 best friends, and I'm forever grateful for that, because they really, really helped me through like a really dark time. I then, in second year and kind of first year I kind of just enjoyed myself, but at the end of first year I started posting on Instagram as like accountability tool for fitness, because I wanted to gain weight. I knew I needed to, and I also knew I needed to come out of this eating disorder, and I thought, let's stay accountable to Instagram. And like, this is when I was like 18, 19. So when I first started posting on Instagram, it wasn't like a massive thing. You didn't get influencers. It wasn't that sort of thing. I was posting on it, but I was like, I need to be accountable to something. I started posting images. If you scroll all the way back to my Instagram, you'll see like my starting images and stuff. I started posting images, and then I started posting workout videos, like propping my phone up, my camera. I ended up buying a camera, started my YouTube channel and things like that. And I think for me, it really, really opened a new door. I always knew I wanted to work in fitness and be involved in the fitness industry, but it really opened a whole new avenue for me, and there was potential, and other people saw potential in me as well. In terms of like my own educated self, obviously when I was a swimmer, you understand like nutrition, you understand training, like you've been doing it for 8 years from a very young age, but it's the wrong things I'd learned as an athlete. And I then got my PT qualifications in start of year 2, I think. So level, all of them, you do level 2, level 3. I did nutrition. I'm also subscribed to something called maths, so I was doing research papers every day, and I was so educated. I was educating myself every single day. And I think for me personally, I don't think this would be the same for a lot of people, but because I was becoming a coach, and I also had this kind of like issue of my eating, I was really good and determined to get over this eating disorder. And I did. I'll go into that a bit more after. But so things like, I stopped the fasted cardio. I was still doing like cardio sessions, but in terms of like WODs and circuits and endurance and running and keeping myself cardiovascularly fit in that way. And I was doing my strength training like 5 days a week, and I was enjoying it. Before, I was not enjoying it. I was forcing myself to go. I was enjoying it so much, and guess what? I started to see some muscle building and I started to add on some weight. Now, I wasn't specifically doing a bulk. I get asked this a lot actually, in terms of like, how did you put on like so much weight? And I did. I went from like 56 kilograms to 65, which is around like 24 to 25 pounds. In terms of like where I am, I've basically stayed at the same weight for like a year. So like where I am now, and it wasn't like I purposely did a bulk. I was just slowly stopping with the eating disorder, and I was eating more, because with bulimia, it wasn't just I was sticking up bad food. I'd do it with everything. I'd do it with my oats, I'd do it with my cereal. God, like if I had too much like potatoes or chicken, gone. Like it was really, really bad. And I started to understand and what was happening and how badly it can affect your health and everything like that. And I used to get a really bad bloated stomach and be in pain because of all the acid, and it was just a hard period. And I knew I wasn't that type of person, because it was like Lucy Davis fit, and I started all this, and then on the inside was like a really insecure girl who had an eating disorder, really not confident, didn't know what to do. I started building muscle, I started getting strong, and something kind of clicked where I was like, I can be like an advocate for women who want to empower themselves, who want to change something, who've been through something. And I started to build muscle, and I started to get strong, and I started hip thrusting. I then started like fully with my business. I then started working with Ben, and we created the My Coach School. It's raining. Then we created the My Coach School, and it's the best thing we've ever done in the whole entire world. We've now got 34,000 members, and it's mind-blowing every single day that, why am I crying so much? I told you at the start I'd get emotional about talking about this. Yeah, sorry. We've now got all these members, and it's incredible that I can help so many women who may not have had a similar journey, who may have no confidence, who may need to lose weight, who may need to gain weight, build muscle, whatever it is. But I managed to do it, and this came from a place of a very insecure, low self-esteem, very underweight girl, and here I am. The things I want you to know...
My apologies, I couldn't hear what you said.
It's okay, I wasn't talking to you. Things I want you to know is that a weight gain journey and building muscle isn't like an overnight fix. It's not a quick process. You need a strong mind. You need to have that commitment to want to do something. You can't just plow through it. You have to have that commitment, because motivation is like this. Motivation come and goes. Like my session this morning, my motivation was on the floor, but I'm so committed to what I do, to helping other people, to helping my health, my performance and my physique, that I was committed to do it. And this changed in me 2 or 3 years ago, where I knew I wanted to put weight on. I knew I wanted to build muscle. I knew I wanted to go against that whole stigma of having a thigh gap and being skinny, because I'd been there and hated it. I was unhappy. There was 2 sides to me, and I wasn't happy with one of those sides. And I'm so sorry, this video has been such a palaver. It's all gone up. I didn't follow my storyboard of what I was supposed to talk about, but it really, really gives you an insight to my background and kind of what happened. So sorry, back to the point with like, I didn't necessarily do a specific bulk. I wasn't like, okay, let's do a bulk, let's eat this many calories. I just started to eat better and eat well, and the eating disorder and being bulimic subsided from every week to every 2 weeks to every 3 weeks. Oh, and then it was like once every 2 months. And that is how I essentially got to where I am now. I work so hard in the gym. I love the gym. It's where I let go of things. It's where I feel happy and endorphins fly and I get strong as fuck and I'm lifting heavy weights and I'm empowering more women to want to do that, to want to build muscle, to want to change their physique, to increase their confidence, to help their mental health. There's so many different aspects that the gym and health and fitness can provide, and that's what I hope to do with this channel. I'm sorry I got emotional. It's just one of those things. I'm obviously, like, throughout this video as well, there will be like screenshots and things popped on the screen for you of my journey, and let's just continue to like lift each other up. And why do I keep, every time I think about talking about this to you guys, it makes me want to cry. Let's just keep like empowering each other and lifting each other up and know that it's possible, because it doesn't matter where you come from, what you've been through, you are literally so capable of doing whatever you set your mind to, and all of the best things happen on the other side of fear. If you're fearful of something, there's opportunity on the other side and there's courage that will come from it. Oh God, she's done it. I'm really actually happy I spoke about this. I am going to leave the video there. It probably is going to be quite a raw video. There's not going to be that much editing to it because I need you guys to also just kind of see this as like my story. God, it makes me nervous as well because there's going to be quite a few people who look at this and they're going to be like, oh my God, I had no idea. I need to like move myself back in. Okay, I'm going to love you and leave you. Please, please, please comment below your thoughts, what else you want to see on my channel. I'm going to do some challenges as well soon. Like, I've just done the I eat bread for 24 hours. I need to do like more army fitness test challenges because they're so fun. I got to test myself. I need to test myself. What is that? I need to test myself. But love you all so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching me cry. Please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. It means the world to me. I love you and leave you, and I'll see you very soon.